A heavy stomp crashes against the ground, sending cracks across the surface and showing the raw strength of the towering enemy. The boy reacts instantly, pushing off the ground with explosive force. His figure blurs as he accelerates forward, determined not to give his opponent any opening. Dropping into a low stance, his expression sharpens with focus. Every muscle in his body tenses as he prepares to counter, refusing to back down despite the overwhelming power before him. But the enemy suddenly launches upward at incredible speed, energy bursting around him. With a mocking tone, he questions if the boy really thought he could catch him. The enemy bursts upward with blinding speed, mocking the boy by asking if he truly thought he could keep up. The boy steadies himself, standing firm in the deep waters as a strange creature lurks beside him. He recalls how his opponent had once trapped him before, but he declares that the same trick won't work twice. Power surges around him, golden flames wrapping his body as he charges forward with renewed determination. He asserts that repeating the same move against him is useless. With explosive force, he rockets upward, cutting through the spiraling torrent of flames and energy that tries to block his path. A strange, glowing orb radiates with power, its light twisting through the shadows as the enemy activates another technique. The boy stands tall, crossing his arms with confidence. He calls out, daring the enemy to come closer instead of hiding behind tricks. The monstrous creature roars back, insisting that it will definitely catch him no matter what, its body pulsing with energy. But the boy only smirks, calmly replying that such words are meaningless until the day they can actually back them up. The boy emerges from the water, walking steadily across the rippling surface after the intense clash. He brushes his hair back with a sigh, remarking that his opponent never showed up, leaving him with no choice but to stop. Raising his glowing hand, he channels his power, attempting to peer into the future of the blue star. A projection appears before him, declaring that the blue star will face destruction in 7 years. Shock flashes across his face as he questions what this revelation means. He realizes the predicted time has shortened by a year, likely because his repeated challenges have been pushing the enemy's limits. Looking ahead, he thinks 7 years should be enough to relocate humanity from Blue Star, though to be safe, he plans to complete the task within 3. Elsewhere, another figure grows tense, speculating what if the disaster unleashed is not just enough to destroy one planet, but something far greater. A dark vision emerges, an ominous power that could engulf entire star systems, threatening destruction on a cosmic scale. He raises his hand, worried that if the earlier suspicion is true, the consequences could be devastating. He decides to test the future once again. Standing tall, he channels his power to project a vision, this time trying to foresee the fate of the entire heavenly snake star system. The revelation appears 7 years from now. The Dark Domain Lord will invade, leading to the destruction of the White Mist Star region. The heavenly snake system itself will become the frontline battlefield of the Dark Universe. Shocked, he realizes that because of his actions, the entire system and countless living beings have already lost a year of their lifespan. He reflects on how every punch and action he takes now has the power to affect the entire future of the star system. With determination in his eyes, he admits his mistakes and vows that it is his responsibility to correct them. Clenching his fist tightly, he reminds himself there are still 7 years left, time to change everything before the inevitable disaster. But the vision of destruction lingers. Blue Star, shattered into fragments, a reminder of what awaits if he fails. A vision reveals the Dark Universe breaching into this side, tearing open the barrier on a massive scale. The invasion would destroy the White Mist Star region, turning the heavenly snake system into the first battlefield. He compares the situation to an apple. If worms eat through its skin, then everything living inside will eventually perish. The only solution is to pierce through the skin and kill the worms outside to minimize the threat. If not, then once the apple's skin is completely eaten away, nothing inside can be saved. Determined, he faces the ominous rift directly, realizing he only has two choices: seal the breach or be consumed by the darkness. He acknowledges that no matter what, he must gain overwhelming strength. Without it, even if he finds the breach, he would still be consumed by the invading force. Facing the vast sky, he reflects that for an enemy capable of threatening an entire star system, their power must at least reach the level of a 14th or 15th tier existence. He recalls that his own future self had once reached that stage. Remembering this, he calculates 7 years. He would be nearly 100,000 years old in cultivation terms, and with that, he must pour everything into rising to that height. His hand glows with determination as he reaches forward, ready to carve a path toward that power. A massive water shark erupts from the waves, its sharp teeth bared as it lunges toward him with deadly force. Unfazed, he calmly raises his hand, focusing his energy as he prepares to take control. He summons a strange, glowing creature into his grasp, saying he will borrow its power for this moment. In the next instant, the mighty shark submits under his control, its body leaning close to him as he stands with composed authority. A red streak of energy seeps into the shark's eye, marking the start of its transformation. The beast roars as its body mutates, sprouting sharp claws and radiating an even fiercer aura. He calmly remarks that the foreign cells have successfully been implanted into this 8th-rank beast, stabilizing the process. The shark dives back into the surging waters, its power now under his control as he watches closely. The shark, now under his control, is left to act as a watchful eye in the waters, monitoring the progress of the spatial rift's expansion. He notes that even if the foreign cells malfunction, the loss would only be a bit of mental energy since their core remains safely within him. Meanwhile, a yacht speeds across the sea, cutting through the waves under the bright sky. On deck, a girl in a swimsuit approaches as he steps forward, signaling a shift from the deep ocean battle to a calmer surface encounter. He reaches out his hand, gently holding hers, signaling a new decision for their future. Looking at her with a soft smile, he suggests that they move to another planet, leaving behind the looming danger. She blushes slightly, leaning closer and agreeing to follow his lead completely, calling him her husband. The next day, their ship departs from Blue Star, traveling across space for decades until it arrives near a blazing star, marking the beginning of a new journey. He gazes ahead with determination, deciding that this must be the star he has been searching for. Surrounded by blazing energy, he steps forward, declaring it as the perfect place to begin his martial training. Later, he casually brushes his hair back, speaking with ease as if addressing an audience, hinting at new beginnings. With a confident gesture, he thanks everyone for their support, preparing himself for what lies ahead with unwavering resolve.